from Rixie. This is Debuff, and I'm your host, Steve Skeels. All right, welcome back to Debuff. Welcome back.
Welcome back, dude.
Welcome back, though.
Welcome back, dude.
What's good?
I updated the
Soundboard.
Soundboard.
See, we flip that around so I can look at myself.
You flip that jump.
No,
Other way.
Son of a bitch. I know.
So I figured out if you've stuck with us for the past 20-something episodes, we have always kind of had issues with the soundboard. And the reason is the Chromebook that I was using, I think the headphone jack was fucked up. And so I changed it out for a MacBook that I had. And
Downgrade, am I right?
Super downgrade. And I think it fixed it because there was a lot of static.
Yeah, I can't hear it anymore.
I can't hear it as much anymore. And I think we're going into the board there.
Bunk.
And we have a couple new sounds.
You were saying?
We have new sounds. So you heard a few of them. Got the Android notification that's like fucking horrible. What's this one?
I haven't heard that sound in a long time.
I don't have thoughts.
No, that's old. This one.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
I'm not that guy.
We've got Let's Go.
Let's go.
I noticed how you didn't make the new ones you.
What do you mean?
Because you did all of them as you before.
Oh, I've got a whole list of that one too.
I know. I'm just
21.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And these can actually play over each other.
Implicitly. In terms of fails, that was
I don't
pretty
have thoughts.
They can all play over top of each other, which is really nice.
Could it not do that
So,
before?
No, in the old app I was using it would stop.
I didn't think about it.
So I got this app for Mac. It is called Farrago, Farrago. It is paid. It was a one-time fee. It was $50, but it's super fucking nice. Like it's like, it's got everything. You can change the audio level and you can loop. Like if I wanted to loop, like bruh, like I could loop bruh.
Bruh, 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 bruh.
Let's just let it roll the rest of the time. Yeah, let's not do that. That's cool though.
I can like add fades and like I can actually clip the sound.
Steve?
And yeah, I don't know. It's just a way better sound. So so the sounds are better, eh? And I could do different sets now. And the problem was like with the old one, other than the issues with the sound, it was like every time you changed like to your different screens of sounds, it would play an ad. And so that would go into the recording.
Shitty.
Yeah. But the thing was I tried to pay for it and it would fail. So it was like, this is a piece of shit.
Did you try to use Google Pay? Or were you using
No,
Apple Pay?
I would go, it would say pay for
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
the paid version. It would like, and then it would error.
Did you say, I think we talked about this. You tried to email him?
I tried to email him.
Yeah.
He emailed me back. I never responded. So
Cool.
I got the notification. It was like, and here we are. So yeah,
Cool.
I'm fucking sweating.
Yeah, it'd be hot in here.
It's
so
like
we'll be glistening.
93 degrees outside, and it's like
No, it was 82 in our house
78
when
in
we
the
left.
house, and I've got the AC cranked though.
We should just turn this fan on. Yeah.
That joke is
It's never going to get old to me, dude.
it's always old for me.
You got to
because I
put
wanted
a picture of it one time in the video.
I'll put it in my hands. Here's a picture of what it looks like. Yeah, there you go. And
Put something in my hands as well.
I'll put something in both of our hands. And yeah, that's what it looks like.
It could be a picture of anything. I don't care.
It'll just be a picture of Sean holding up nothing.
A picture of
hand.
me,
A
clip of him, like a second.
I'll take a screenshot of that, and then I'll put that in.
There we go.
So yeah, what's going on in the world?
Um,
Sweating. Sweat.
Yeah,
It's so
it's
fucking
been
hot.
I don't know. Do you want to look at these videos? Or you
Oh
saving that?
yeah, I actually did pull them all together. So, yes, it is update. Okay, so
'Cause otherwise, I just got games. to talk
if
about.
you are living under a fucking rock and you don't know what the coincidence video is,
Is it really like I get that it's out there, but I only really have seen what you guys sent me.
I mean, it's huge. It's all over. I feel like so many people have like been talking about it, right? I mean, would you agree with that, Sean? Like, it's a huge. It's quote unquote viral. People abuse that word, but this is a true viral video, I think.
I only saw it when Sean sent me and the
Dude,
stuff.
it
you
is
guys sent
honestly
a
one
couple
of the
times.
funniest videos I've seen in a while.
Yeah,
Her scream is like,
perfect.
yeah. I mean, and I think H3 has talked about him before, if I'm not mistaken. So this
Oh,
is like a
really?
second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's talked about in because
Whoever
it
this
was
guy
another
is.
video. His name is I wrote it down.
His TikTok
William
name.
Knight, Knight. I'm pretty sure H3's talked about it. Let me see.
They did talk about this video this week, about this one. But for those who don't know, I'm going to put it on screen and I'm just going to play it. This is the original. This is from the actual post on TikTok.
There is no such thing as a coincidence. The fact that you're watching this video means you are energetically aligned with me and this message. Your thoughts create your reality. Well, you already knew that, yet you still live a life that you dread. That is because when you visualize,
I don't understand. Like that sounds so fake in it. Where
No, dude, it's
I understand,
it's
but
real.
what was he doing? That
So the original account is called Grand Rising App, which I think is his app, like for like meditation or some shit. And he's talking about the app. If you listen to him, he's like, "That's why I built the app." Like,
Yeah, I understand,
later
but-
on, but I think he had his phone on a tripod in. I have to assume that this is in Central Park, but it's probably not. I just, for some reason, I tell myself it is. And he's just filming himself, and some woman just happens to be running by at the wrong time. And like his eyes are like, mesmerizing. And I think he stares at this woman for just a slight second, and she kind of got freaked out.
I always wonder.
You think it's fake?
No, I'm not saying it's fake. It just seems like so ridiculous that just because he only glances over for a second, like it really freaked her out. I almost feel like, in my mind, did she almost like trip over something as she turned and looked, and that's why she yelled. And everybody's thinking it's because he pierces
If that's
her.
the case, that was really good timing.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm just saying, like, I feel like it'd be. Where she saw him and she runs by, and is his face that scary that you would scream about it?
Dude, I mean, I don't have any idea why that happened, and I think what makes it even more funny to me is like, was it staged? Did she really scream?
I don't think
Did he
it's
edit
staged, no.
Did he add the scream in? Like
he could have.
I mean, those are all possibilities, but the thing is, I will say that if his eyes really look like that, which I know they do not, there's no fucking
Yeah,
way.
It's probably a filter.
For sure.
Then
look,
I would probably scream if I saw those eyes
Yeah.
in real life.
I mean, he has it's mesmerizing, but it's also kind of
But-
scary.
the whites of his eyes are like
All the way,
Way
to
long.
the tear ducts,
Yeah.
which
No,
is
Yeah, which is unrealistic. It's likely like some sort of like
Yeah.
Facetune or something.
But I don't know. I mean, it is funny either way. Sean sent me that, and I immediately I watched the whole video, and I was like, "You only sent me this because of the scream, right?" Like,
Yeah. So I saw one the other day. You might have seen this, Sean. Somebody duetting him and taking the role of the female.
your thoughts create your reality. Well, you already knew that, yet you still live a life that you dread. That is because when you visualize your dream, your
yeah, I
thoughts
did see the vaporize
So
one.
that was one that I also saw, and then there was a bunch of edits were on YouTube or on Twitter,
the
and
sky.
I gathered 3 of them. There is 2 Oblivion ones,
Yes.
and there's 1 Skyrim.
I think the Oblivion one is my favorite.
The one you sent us earlier.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down
Or
the list.
yesterday,
So
whatever
so
it was.
there's 2 videos and there's 1 just post.
And this is from at
At Regiakis.
the fact that you're
So it's at REGI.
there is no such thing as a coincidence. The fact that you're watching this video means you are energetically aligned with me and this message. Your thoughts create your reality. Well, you already knew that, yet you still live a life that you dread.
Excuse me.
That is because when you visualize your dream life, you unconsciously believe.
So good. And they like replaced his name with William Knight, which is his real name.
I will definitely say that when I watched the video, the original first time, I was like, it's so zoomed up on his head, like it would be when you talk to someone in Elder Scrolls.
It's so similar. And then
and the way they always look around while they're talking to you. Is,
yeah, like creepily.
Anyways.
And then here's the Skyrim edit.
There is no such thing as a coincidence.
I love
The
I love
pause.
The fact
this.
that you're
Yeah.
watching this video means you are energetically aligned
Yeah, the dialogue
with me
options.
and this message. Your thoughts create
Aligned how?
your reality. Well, you already knew that, yet you still live a life that you dread.
Excuse me.
Destruction increased to 6.
That is because when you visualize your dream life, you unconsciously believe that it is
What the fuck was
unrealistic.
that?
Dude,
So
fucking,
good.
There is
So good. And then
Never shoulda come here.
The final one is just it's just a photo. It's from at the Elder Memes, and it's Emperor Uriel Septim. Like when you in the beginning of the
Yeah.
game, if you're listening, the beginning of the game when he comes into your prisoner cell, and it just says there's no such thing as a coincidence. It's just the perfect thing that just gets memed into like
into oblivion.
into oblivion, literally.
I just feel like it's so funny that he continued recording and posted it and was
Yeah,
like,
dude,
"That's
didn't
good."
even try and take another take, dude. Like, just
Yeah,
That's my favorite part is that he's like
he didn't even skip a
first
beat.
of all, without the posting is the second part, but the like dissonance to like be talking and then turn and see someone scream and not react.
Yeah, he just
he
goes
doesn't
right back
react
to it.
even slightly, and then he goes straight back to it. Like he like for some like. If you've ever known people that like do a lot of hard drugs, like this is the type of behavior that I've seen from people who do a lot of Xanax, where it's like they're not phased by anything and they look through you. Like that's the way. Like they're not actually talking to you; they're talking like to somebody else, but they're looking at you. I don't
Somehow
know.
still well spoken in this.
But it's just that was the where it's like he's not concerned at all by the scream. And just goes right back to what he... And
Yeah.
then, as you said, like, okay, that was good enough. I'll post it. I won't cut that weird
Yeah.
part.
Or again, like a second take, like he's just like, that's like nobody would think that was weird. He's, oh yeah, she screams, but I didn't mess up, so I'll just post it.
I mean, there's no such thing as a coincidence, dude. She ran by on purpose.
Maybe that's the point of the video.
The thing that H3 said on their podcast when they talked about this the other day was well, first of all, they asked their audience and like everybody on the crew, like, is it possible that this was staged? Is it possible that this was written? And they all kind of came to the conclusion that like nothing in his past on his TikTok page alludes to the fact that he's a comedian. Like this would have been genius fucking marketing if that was what he was trying to do. But like all of his other posts are like not like I'm a comedian. It's like I'm a weird meditation influencer. You know? So I would say, is he a comedian?
No.
You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
I got to be honest, I don't know that I thought the original video was that funny. I think what everybody's been doing with it is way funnier.
Dude, I thought that fucking video was hilarious.
Maddie
I mean-
showed it to me, and it was like, that's one of the funniest videos I've ever seen.
I thought it was funny, but I just thought it was like it was just ridiculous. I didn't die about it. I wouldn't have memed the hell out of this like the rest of the world did, and that's what I think's funny.
Why is it funny though? I mean, like,
He's so serious.
he's so serious.
Talking about something that, is a little outlandish.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
And then a random stranger runs by and he looks at her and she screams and there's no mention of it at all. I think that's what makes it funny to me. Like, it is a combination of all of that one of those things in and of itself wouldn't be funny. But the fact that that's all combined into a minute is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's is it comedy? Maybe.
You're not that guy.
I don't know. I was very impressed by it, and
You were impressed by it?
Bruh.
I was impressed by if it's real comedy, but it's I know it's on
No,
accident.
there's no way.
He's a nut job. But yeah, that's the coincidence clip. Goodbye if you're watching it. You probably are. Goodbye. What else? You say
Sean?
Trials of Mana?
No, that was just something I was saying. I don't know, Sean, you want to talk about your games first or whatever, or you want me to go?
So I was talking to Steve, and
Me?
I was like, "Yeah, Steve." I was talking to Steve,
Me?
Steve?
and I was
Steve?
like, "Man, you know,
Oh,
I'd really like to run an HDMI cable around the door. You know where my computer is, and then the TV's like right here, and then there's a door to our bedroom right there. So
Wow.
it's like I'd have to run an HDMI cable all the way around the door."
Uh-huh.
And I was like, man, I'd really like to figure out a way to do that and not make it look ugly. And Steve was like, dude, you have an NVIDIA Shield that I got you for Christmas. And like, I asked for that because I really wanted to make sure I was watching TV, YouTube specifically in 4K on my 4K television. And the YouTube app through the Amazon TV was always telling me it was in 1080p. And I was like, that's kind of fucking hurt.
Uh-huh.
So he got me this, which has some really cool features like AI upscaling and like AI enhancements to make content that isn't natively 4K look a little bit better. But it is an NVIDIA Shield TV, and it supports NVIDIA Game Stream and GeForce Now.
So it's just a box. It's kind of like
It's like an Apple TV.
It's like an Apple TV, okay.
for lack of a better.
For games.
Yeah. Well, it's
An Android TV box that has an NVIDIA chipset in it to allow for things like Game Stream to work fairly well on it. And I'm not going to lie, man. I showed you.
You showed me Forza Horizon 4.
Yeah.
Forza.
And
Forza.
is it Fort?
It's Forza.
Yeah.
Well, it's spelled Forza.
It is.
That's how I say it all the time.
I don't know if there was any like drop frames or lagging.
So I will say that
pretty solid.
yesterday while I was in the house, I played Skyrim. I've been playing Skyrim again. I started a new character. I bought it again for PC
yeah, I was gonna
because
say.
I'm the reason why they keep releasing that game.
Not bad.
Thanks, Steam sale.
And there were a few points, and I think it was because the house was 82 fucking degrees, where there was a little bit of stuttering. But once
'cause
the
the
sun
heat.
went down, yeah, it was fine. And I
No,
mean,
that's because I was using all the internet.
yeah, you must have been hogging all the Wi-Fi. But I mean, honestly, I can stream 1080p from my computer to my television at 60 frames per second, or at least what appears to me to be 60 frames per second. There's not really a way to count the frames on the video stream that's coming through. It works surprisingly well. I went out and bought an Xbox Series X controller
Why'd you do that?
yesterday because the Switch controller doesn't work with. I mean, some games you can download like controller configurations for certain games, but I couldn't get the trigger buttons, not the bumper buttons, left and right bumper
L and
to
R.
work. So I couldn't run in Skyrim. And they also are not analog triggers. So in Forza, it's just floor it or slam on the brakes. Whereas like in kind of,
You need that weight.
yeah, with the Xbox controller, there's a little bit of analog
I will
to it.
just throw out there that like Microsoft Xbox, they want you to have their controllers and they make them run easily for like everything.
I've
Yeah.
always liked the Xbox controllers.
I prefer the DualShock on PlayStation, but they don't make it
Yeah.
as easy to use on. I like the fucking what do you call it? Symmetrical sticks.
I don't like that.
I do like those. I did like those on the PS2.
It just feels uncomfortable to
There
me.
are certain games
It's thinner.
when you play that I need to be able to use my pointer fingers to click stuff while I'm using the joysticks, and you can't do that with the asymmetrical. But anyways, continue with your story.
Well,
I just want to say that it's not Nintendo's fault. They just don't intend for you to do that.
what I'm saying
Fuck
is
Nintendo.
that it is a very
Wow.
Can y'all see that?
it was
Look
a
at the monitor.
surprisingly good experience. Like I didn't feel like there was a lot of input lag. I was able to play Forza. I was able to play Skyrim. I tested out a couple other games like Titanfall. I tried multiplayer in Titanfall 2. And I mean, that was the first time playing it, and I sucked ass, but it was like an enjoyable experience. So I guess what I'm trying to get at is like the NVIDIA Shield, like NVIDIA Shield Pro was released in.
So you have like the base model,
I
and
have
there's a
the
Pro.
$200. No, it's the $200.
I didn't skimp on them.
$200 in NVIDIA Shield
know.
TV Pro, released in
Whichever one he asked for. It
Which
was
one you
the
want?
2019 version or something.
I believe you are correct.
Because I
Steve.
think you said that one has a built-in hard drive or something, and you.
Yeah, it was the 2019 version. Honestly, I would say still worth it 100% in 2021. If you have any interest in sitting at your desk and playing video games, and then also playing those same exact video games with the exact same save file on your television. I think that I don't know of anything else that can do it that well. I mean, Steam Link probably has something, but I was honestly like extremely surprised at how well that worked. Not every game is compatible with it, but you can launch your Steam library. So you can Steam shows up as an app, and you can play through their controller interface, and you can technically download controller configurations for other games. And if you had a wireless mouse and keyboard, you'd probably be able to get away with getting through the portions of the game that require a mouse and keyboard. Like Oblivion, it was like, hey, you can play with a controller, but there's going to be times where it prompts you for a keyboard and mouse to enter like your username or your character name or etc.
You couldn't do that with a controller or even on PC?
I don't know. There is a keyboard option that you can hold down a certain button on the Xbox controller. It'll bring up a keyboard, but
I do feel like I forget Oblivion came out like before controllers on computer were like
15,
super
16 years ago,
standard.
something like that.
Like right now, every game that comes out is compatible. If it can use a controller, it
Yeah.
works with the Xbox.
I mean, but Doom
controller.
Eternal said the same thing. It was like, it's not fully compatible with a controller. And I was like, that seems weird, but I think it is. Like,
I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the link that I don't know. But
yeah. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that it is a super good, super interesting way to play games on your TV from your computer. And I would say that if you're interested in doing so, NVIDIA Shield is a really good device, and it also is it's fairly priced for what it can do, I will say. I mean, $200 isn't cheap, but I was honestly pleasantly surprised with how well it performed. The only, like I said, I did notice a couple drop frames when it was really hot in the house. And then other than that, the only thing I noticed was audio. Like it kept up with the video, but every once in a while you'd hear it would just go quiet and then back to
I
normal.
did hear that. I did hear that.
Well, if that doesn't bother you, then it doesn't bother you. So, you know.
the weirdest thing for me was sitting on the couch and his computer monitors like in the corner, and then I'm looking at the TV so I can see them both. And when you would turn to move, like the TV was like just barely delayed for me to notice, but like it probably didn't affect you playing Skyrim or whatever, but I feel like I tried to look in between them and see, and it was so hard to tell if it was really behind or if I just wasn't paying attention.
It's
But
just your brain, yeah.
but it definitely is slightly off. I mean, it has to be, but
I don't feel like I noticed that much
No.
of like input lag,
No.
and I wasn't playing like
fighting game,
a fighting game or
a racing game.
So I think I mean I was playing Forza, so
Or were you like seriously racing? Or
I
were you
mean I'm
just
trying to
driving
get
around?
that first place every time, dude. But
Dude, he's.
I just wasn't sure if
seriously
you were just
racing.
driving around or.
no, I did play probably for a good 2 hours yesterday.
Well, I think it's cool. I remember someone on Funhouse talking about it when they were talking about the like Google Stadia forever ago, and they were talking about that, and somebody had said that, well, it got the Shield TV, and they're like, well, it's not the same at all, but being able to do that is like, well, I don't have to have a second console and I can keep my save file. Because that is one thing that I thought was cool about Stadia, and I guess with Xbox, like cloud streaming, similar, where you can go log on to, you know, the computer with Stadia and play a game, or and then just go pick up
Your
on
cell
your
phone.
on your Chromecast or on your phone or whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
and continue your save. And that's one reason different, but why the Switch is so nice is you can play in your hand. If you have a second dock, you can do it at your desk and on the TV. But being able to do it with your Steam library, maybe not all the games, I think it's pretty sweet just because, people love the PC game, but sometimes nothing beats sitting on the couch and not at your desk.
Yeah, I
And-
mean that was like I was playing Forza on the PC with the keyboard and mouse, and I was like, this isn't how I remember playing this game.
Oh,
I mean, I played it for the 360 Forza 3, I think. It wasn't Horizons. It was
Motorsport.
I think it was called.
Motorsport.
What the dog doing?
Forza Motorsport. Forza Motorsport 3
Forza
for the
Motorsport.
Xbox 360. I mean, I remember playing that game on the couch with the controller and being like, "Holy shit, man! Like, I love this game."
It's so good, dude. It's so
And-
fucking good.
I mean, that was how I played it. That's how I loved it. So I wanted to be able to do that on the TV. And the NVIDIA Shield, it was. Thank you for reminding me about that, Steve.
You're
I
welcome.
completely forgot that was a feature that device had.
Well, what am I here for?
To remind me of the things I forget when I'm dumb.
I forgot that I bought a game on Friday.
Yeah,
You're
you want
not
to talk
that
about
guy.
that?
Do you have something? I don't want to step on your toes.
I mean, what time is it? I feel like you talk about it for
we're
half
like,
an hour.
We're like, no, I don't think so. Maybe 5 minutes.
No, yeah, go ahead, dude. Fuck. I was just like,
All right,
yo,
dude,
I mean,
come on, wrap it up already. Talking about this for a fucking long time.
It's been all weekend with this game. No, go ahead, dude. This is news.
So I on Friday,
Chop chop, bud.
June 25th, Super Mario Rush Golf.
Jolf.
What's it called?
Super Mario Jolf.
Super Mario Rush Golf?
Something like that. Yeah.
Super Rush?
Super Rush.
Mario Golf Super Rush.
Mario Golf Super Rush.
You got a super crush on this
Dude,
game.
I got
I'll
a
tell you
super
that
crush.
right now.
So
I am that guy.
Little
You're not that
backstory.
guy.
Mason loves golf.
I got the
Games.
game and I was like, so I love golf games. If you've watched a single episode of this fucking show, then you know that. I played it all day Friday, most of the day Saturday. Was that when I was at your house Saturday?
Yes.
Saturday all day I was there playing it. I kind of felt bad because I was like,
Dude.
everybody was just like sitting watching.
Yeah, we
me
were kind of
play.
like, we wish Mason would just take his game and leave.
They were like, dude, if he doesn't stop, I'm gonna bonk him on the head, and he's not that guy.
You're not that guy.
And so I did not play it at all yesterday or today just because I was kind of busy. But I'm very impressed. I think if I had to give it a number, I think I said this to you guys, high 7s, low 8. I think it's really solid. I think it's really fun if you like golf games. I explained this to them in the car, so this is like the third time they're going to hear it. And there's a train going by. The sim, if you like sim golf games, this is pretty close to simulation, but it's not because the wind, if you play golf games and you understand like where the ball lies and when you hit it based on the wind and where you're hitting is uphill or downhill, those things are pretty close. But I will say, I'll give it that uphill, downhill, that is pretty accurate. I will say where the ball lies when you hit it is pretty accurate. But the wind does not seem to be accurate. It's either that it's not accurate or it's not always as strong as it says.
I couldn't tell because it definitely looked like there was a couple times where when you were hitting it, you were like, that should have gone, but the wind was blowing, and you were like, well, it's not normally that effective. And I was wondering, well, is it more effective for those short shots or something? Like there's something going on where when you hit it far, maybe because you put so much power into it that it was like, oh, it doesn't matter so much. But
Well, so when I've played golf games, the shorter the shot, assuming it's not a high shot, it's not really going to get picked up by the wind too much. If it's like a chip in from like 20 yards or, some sort of chip shot from like 20 to 50 yards, as long as it's not going super high as physics are, they don't
Yeah, I
really.
mean-
It doesn't really affect the ball
What?
if you're hitting it pretty straight.
That makes sense. I'm
And
just
that makes sense. In this game, I would assume that a drive would take a lot of the wind. I would assume that a lob shot would take a lot of the wind. And I've found that that's not really the case. When it says like 13 miles per hour, like if you see 13 miles per hour in a golf game, you're like, okay, I really need to adjust for this shot because the ball will go that way. And so if it's going to say 13 miles east, I need to go like a few nudges west when I hit the ball so that I can adjust for that amount of movement. I don't really feel like it's all that accurate. I don't think that's the point. The rush, the speed golf is really fun. It's pretty difficult. I would say like it's pretty hard sometimes because like there's a lot of ways in like in Mario Kart where you can just like fucking run into people and like
that's what it's all about, baby.
There's no red shells, but like if you run into someone while you're dashing, like they get knocked off. And so I really like the game. I think there are a few minor bugs that I think they could work out that I told Sean about, and I probably told you. Like when you hit the ball, and if you get to it before it stops rolling when you're playing speed golf,
You'll
you have
just
to
run right by it.
You'll either run right by it if you're running, or you'll have to wait for the game to register it as not moving, and then it'll pick it up. So there's a few weird bugs like that, but like honestly, it's as good as I hoped it would be. I just wish the wind thing was different. I just wish it was more sim heavy. But I think all in all,
Let's go.
I think it's a solid.
Yeah,
game.
it looked cool. I mean, I don't really care for golf much.
I hate that you guys like don't like golf games because like I would play online with you guys all fucking day.
I think that the speed golf
that looks kind of
looked
fun.
like it could be fun.
Yeah.
I just I'm not a big sport guy, so
Are you some kind of sport guy?
I'm not some kind of
You're
sport
not
guy.
that guy.
I'm not
No.
that guy, pal. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what you are, dude? You're where the fuck
Go
is
ahead,
this
say it,
sound?
dude. Say it out loud.
What?
Tell me what I am.
I'm gonna tell you once I find this sound. I can't find it.
We got
So-
all day, bud.
I don't know, man. I don't really like.
I'm
That's
Jesus
who he
Christ.
is.
You're
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Supposed to push a button.
Where the
random
fuck
button.
is that one?
Well, man, sounds like it might not be on the soundboard anymore.
No, I know. I already pressed it. Keep going, Steve. Oh,
was
here
like,
it is.
do
This
we-
is the
do
guy
we
that you
gotta-
are.
Just a clown.
You're the comedy guy.
So I don't know, man. I just don't really care for sports in general. Sports games, I'm like, I'd rather play something else.
But do you like
get,
Mario sports games?
I mean, not really. I mean, I feel like when I was younger, playing the baseball and
You're not that guy.
and
You're not
Super
that guy
Strikers
either.
and stuff, like, it's fun if somebody else had it, but I never like picked up a Mario sports game and was like, yeah.
Did
So-
you like Did you ever play the Mario Olympics, Mario Sonic Olympics?
I mean, at people's house, sure, but
The Mario Olympics.
just-
based on what you guys saw, what did you think?
I think it could be a fun part. Like, I don't think I'd sit down and play it like you're playing it.
Yeah.
I think maybe if you're like, hey, man, you want to play Mario Golf?
True.
I might fart and it would be true, but
I meant to push is true.
I might play it like with a friend, but I don't think I could sit down and play any sport game no matter what. I mean, if they made Mario curling, I don't think I could play it.
Sean has a weird thing with
I think curling is a really cool sport. I don't watch the Winter Olympics, but if you're going to tell me the Winter Olympics is on and you put on the curling,
He wouldn't be mad.
I would probably watch it.
You're not that guy.
I think that's probably in the
Dude, I love that.
Mario and Sonic Winter Olympics. But yeah,
no,
I mean,
I get that. I totally get
so
that.
I will say I think it's worth noting that it's been getting like not the best reviews.
Oh, really?
So I mean,
I haven't
just-
looked at any of the reviews.
So I knew about this before you got it, and I didn't want to say anything because I knew you were hype, and I thought you'd enjoy it anyways.
Shit, dude. Now I feel like this guy.
No, but that's why I think it's exciting that you didn't know that.
You
So
need a clown honk noise.
on Metacritic, the Meta score 74, user score 6.4.
You're not that guy.
IGN
that
gave
guy.
it a 6 out of 10.
Oh shit, dude. Okay, what are they saying? Dude, I have not looked at a single review.
So I haven't read like a ton of them, but some of the podcasts and stuff I listen to and what I see on Reddit and things like people are saying it's fun, but some people felt like it was a bit of a
That was IGN's
downgrade.
review.
Bruh.
downgrade from the 3DS one, and like not a ton.
Really?
They're like there's fewer courses. They're probably bigger and stuff like that. But just saying that there wasn't a lot to it, and they felt like I don't know. Some of it is I don't know. Just underwhelming was kind of what I heard. But I don't. Did you want to?
You're not that guy.
I was
Which
trying
one?
to play 3 of them, like, play it over itself. But I was-
Oh, you.
For example, in addition to
You're not that guy.
always on
Let's see.
The right guy.
side.
Jesus Christ aside. So, okay, I want to say that I agree partially with that. I think it is kind of one note. Now, it's a fucking
it's
sports
got a
game.
dude. It's got a 4.8 out of 5 on Best Buy.
Yeah, well, people were like,
4.5
it
out of
shipped to my
8?
house fast.
4.8 out of 5.
Look,
Oh, wow.
those it's like reading Amazon scores.
Yeah, dude,
it's not
it's
about
like-
the game. It's
This arrived on time.
so
I mean,
Yeah, right.
just because
You're not that guy.
as much as I don't think they're like really the best, IGN always does a good job with their reviews and like actually playing the games and stuff. There's a lot of places now, but this is a short thing on Metacritic, so I'll just say IGN's thing, like little highlight that they put under the Metacritic is Speed Golf is a fun addition, but the poor adventure mode, a slight selection of courses, and low replayability results in it being an underwhelming entry. I mean,
You know that I will say I didn't think about that.
Listen up. You're going to love this.
The course selection, there is I think 6. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what-
6 courses, dude.
That fucking hurts, man. And I have unlocked all of them.
yeah,
And I will say though that the courses are pretty fun.
yeah,
And they all are very unique.
yeah,
But dude, they're falling short the same way with fucking Mario Party. I said this last week. Mario Party, before whatever Superstars, it came with 3 courses, 3 maps, and it's like, are y'all fucking joking? Like, who do you expect to play? Like after you play the 3, it's like, okay, great. I guess it's all about the mini games, but like, dude, I'm kind of upset about that. But the courses are good.
I don't know what
You're not that
Nintendo is doing. They always do stuff like this, like it's random. Super Mario Party, I was like, they've been supporting Mario Golf's supposed to get some free content updates, so maybe they'll add more courses. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll do some stuff.
Or some DLC or something.
I know that Mario Tennis got a bunch of new characters after launch.
Yeah, Mario Aces.
You know, they've been doing this a lot of their games, even non-Mario stuff. They've been doing a lot of stuff like with ARMS, brand new IP, but they were releasing new stuff for a little while and things.
Alms.
And
Maybe
was
it'll get the
surpri-
same attention that Smash has gotten over the past year.
no,
or
not a
two.
chance.
A new character. I would say
Marth
You're
has
not
joined
that
the party.
they're
well-
not that guy.
I was just surprised with Super Mario Party where they were like, hey, how about nothing? Except for later they added online officially or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's weird. They do things like that where it's like
Yeah, I did see people were like,
they just did it
the
as
the new Mario Party game is what the original Mario Party game should have been. Like, it's way better. Which,
well, I feel like it's like kind of a throwback thing.
yeah, but I feel like maybe that's what they should have released initially.
I mean, sure, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like I don't know what's going on where when they develop these games, is it that it's taking more effort or they have too many teams where they don't put as much into some of these games?
I will say this. It is really hard. It is a profession to design golf courses, and they don't have the luxury of like geomapping like TPC Sawgrass. So I'll give them that. These are 6
I don't know anything
completely-
you just said.
They're 6 completely made up courses.
Well,
TPC Sawgrass is like a famous golf course. They don't like, and so when you look at like PGA 2K21 or like Tiger Woods 13, like they can just go out and map these courses and buy a license. Like it's a lot harder to just make it from scratch.
so I don't know how big they are, but I just looked up Mario Golf World Tour,
Wood toll.
and it says that there were 10 courses on launch, and then there was 6 more as
Dude,
DLC.
okay, then fuck them, dude.
But I don't know if these are smaller, maybe not as unique. I don't know. I'm just saying that's why I think some people I was hearing were a little bit disappointed because they're like, oh, there's just less. It looks like there might be less characters.
I feel like that's been
Maybe not.
I don't know. I don't know what Nintendo's doing with that.
Is it quality over quantity? It surely wasn't in Mario Party's case,
yeah,
but
fuck no.
I mean,
I
that
feel
game
like they're
was
just
fun.
shitting out these games that they're.
I don't know.
I will
I don't know
say
that I agree with that.
The Mario Party
just
games
shitting.
before the
You're not
Switch
that guy.
Super Mario Party were like pretty much universally not enjoyed. And Super Mario Party was better. They just had less content than older games. So I don't know. But I'm glad you enjoy Mario Golf, and
I'm gonna keep playing it. I really like the online aspect, and if you want to play a couple games with me on PGA on Super Mario Golf, I usually make a room called PGA Tour. So if you look on there, I'll be on there. Now, if you're playing, I do standard golf, I do stroke play.
yeah, you do.
I do no fancy shots. There's an option to do your fancy shot, like your power up shot.
Yeah,
where
Mason
it's
doesn't like fun, is what he's saying.
No, I don't like it because it's unfair. What people will do is they'll pick a great character to and then they'll hold their cool shot for the end. And then if you're like one stroke back, they'll just bomb you on the green and you're fucked. And it's like, dude, that's not fun.
Why don't you do that to them then?
Because then then I gotta hopefully just hold on to it for the rest of the round.
It's unrealistic.
It's unrealistic. It's not
Sort of blue shells in Mario Kart.
exactly. And if you do that online,
You're not that guy.
No, I get it. I think it's more
you're not that
akin
fucking
to
guy. I'm gonna turn on
people-
the noise gate. Hold on.
people turning
Keep
off
talking.
items in Smash Brothers, which when you're playing with a bunch of people just having fun, I like items, but if you're trying to try hard and play competitive, yeah, I guess turn them off. But whatever.
Did that help?
Yeah, it's less fuzzy for sure.
It's
Hopefully the
noise
whole
gate.
thing's not ruined.
It's not.
You're not that guy.
It just kills the signal when nothing's happening.
Any closing remarks?
I really like it. I think there's definitely pros and cons. I'm gonna stick with a high 7. I still really I've had a very good time so far.
And if you're trying to get the hands, DM us on Instagram.
If you're
get
trying
that
to get the
friend code.
hands, let me know. Leave a comment.
Swap friends down below.
Subscribe. Mangle that merch.
Hell yeah.
Mangle that bongo feet.
Smash that notification bell.
Okay.
So
end of clip.
I wanted to talk about I've
Just clip that.
playing a couple games, but really the main thing I wanted to say is I started playing Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. Came out last week on Game Pass. So me and Matt have been playing it. You played, I know you said you played these. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Did you not say those were ones
It's
you
a lot
actually
like
played?
that.
It's like spiritual sequel. Baldur's Gate is D&D,
Oh, okay.
and this came out now, and
Did that
I
ever
think-
come out for Switch? Did that ever finally get released?
I think like the Baldur's Gate did. I don't know.
Baldur's
if,
Gate Dark Alliance, the port.
I don't know if Dark Alliance did, but
You're not that guy.
so basically it is less. It's more like over the shoulder. The old ones were like the Diablo kind of isometric view.
Uh-huh.
And it's action RPG. You pick between the 4 characters that the story is based on. And it's cool, but it is like Jank City, dude. It's so
Oh, really?
fucked up.
Why
yeah.
is that?
Just playing through it, some of the stuff, there have been multiple times where we got like stuck in walls or whatever, which is, not abnormal for video games, but we'd just be doing something. And there was one part where we couldn't figure out what we were supposed to do. So I was trying to like get behind this block to see if I could push it. And I don't think I was supposed to, but I got wedged in and I just couldn't move. And it was like a good 5 or 10 seconds. And then I just teleported to the floor below us like 2 minutes ago where we were. And I was like I just like disappeared. And something happened similar to Matt where he just jumped and he didn't get stuck. But I think something must have happened. And then he was like,
Steve?
he just flew up and then could kind of guide where he went, and he landed up on this like there's like some scaffolding type thing that you weren't supposed to be able to get to, and he was like, dude, we're in the middle of fighting, and I just look up and he's just up there. And I'm like, what? That's fine.
Holy shit.
Then there's weird things like when you get downed, you know, your friend can come over and revive you, right?
Uh-huh.
And you have to hold the button and the little bar fills up and they get up. But like half the time I'll go to revive him and it will get a quarter full and then he stands up and just starts moving. And I'm like, is that supposed to happen? Because then other times I do it and he stands up, but he can't move. And if I let go, then he goes back down and I have to start over.
Is this a new game?
Yeah, it just came out.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's like a $40 game. It's on Game Pass, so
$40 though.
we I mean
it's
it
got
looks
a
cool.
4 out of 10 on IGN.
So I was gonna say
Damn.
Metacritic meta score is 56, user score is 3.7. So 3.7 out of 10.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, the user score is out of 10, the meta score is 100.
Okay.
I don't know why they do that.
That's a little goofy. That's a little goofy.
Bro, that's
But
a
That's
huge
6 out of 10 on Steam.
It- I feel like it's not bad. Playing it for free, like we're still going. But the worst part, even aside from the glitches and some of the dumb stuff we've got into, is that I had heard about this before we started playing it, but the gear system's weird. You know, in games like this, RPGs, you want to find new loot, get better, get stronger, whatever. But seems like there's just some limited amount of like sets you can find for each character.
Sorry.
And then you just do harder levels of the same dungeons to get higher levels of that same set. So say there's like 10 sets, but there's ranks 1 through whatever it is. I've only
That's
gotten to
kinda
rank
stupid.
3. So then you have like a party score, which says how strong you guys are. So the first time we were playing, it was like, I don't know, level 2 is like 1,250 score. And we had 1,200 or something. We're like, yeah, let's do it. It was so hard. Like there were parts where we were just getting our asses handed to us.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, we're so close to the score, okay, but then let's go back down. And we got a little stronger, and then we went and did one when we were like, score was like 1,500 or whatever, and 1,250 was the level we were doing, and it was just a cakewalk. So then we bumped it up to level 3, and it's hard as shit again. And it's so whack.
There's no
where,
balance.
yeah, so we were either getting completely bodied or just cakewalk. And there was even like one of the levels we did was the last in an area, and we get to the boss, and everything up to that was like fine. We didn't really have any issues. Maybe we healed a little bit, and that boss took us probably like 10 tries, and that was the only time we've actually gotten like stuck, and we just kept getting destroyed because he would do some moves and it would just instantly kill Matt, and I was more tanky, so I didn't die every time, but if he comboed me, I was dead. It was ridiculous.
So what you're saying is like 10 out of 10?
I would say I'm not disagreeing with any of the scores I've seen. I feel like just for the amount of fun we've been having, I mean, a 5 or 6 is not unreasonable for me to say, but if I was playing alone, I definitely would have stopped after like an hour.
I like IGN's title for this Dark Alliance review. Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance is a tedious co-op adventure with lots of goblins and even more bugs.
It's clever. There are a shit ton of goblins.
Oh, I
in
was
it, too.
like, I didn't get it at first. I was like, oh, it's got there's bugs in it? There's
Yeah, just like big
insects?
spiders.
I was like,
I don't know. It's kind of disappointing because I feel like it looked cool, and
that's too bad. It's
It's
really
just-
too bad.
it's not so bad, but even like some of the combat feels weird, and I don't know. I don't want to just shit on the rest of the time here. I just wanted to say like I've been having an alright time with it. We needed to switch it up, but
Bro, just shit on it.
we've definitely been like multiple times been like, yo, this is kind of ass.
Wow.
But you know, I think Matt's read some of the books, so he like actually that it's based on, so he likes the characters and things. So it's
Well, that's unfortunate.
well. That sucks, but I did want to say what I
You're
did.
not that guy.
What I did start playing.
I really want it to be sped up. Like,
You're not that guy. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
There's a Steam sale,
Oh.
and I was looking, and I buy games and don't play them and stuff, like, you know, just classic. And every time it's on sale, I'm like, you know what, dude, I could buy this game for $20. Maybe I'll play it. I probably won't, but it might never be $20 again.
Uh-huh.
You know, so. But this time I was like, you know what, I don't want to do that.
I saw a meme about it.
About the Steam sale.
It was like a Steam sale, and it was like a guy walking into a doorway, and it was like somebody cowering, and it was like my wallet.
Yeah, I mean, it's just always a lot of
I
good
think
deals.
you retweeted that or something.
I don't think it was me. I think you think that I retweet everything.
Was it you?
You're not
You
that
talk
guy.
about on the show is something I retweeted.
I know that's
It
what
was,
I'm
it
saying.
was Sean.
I
Did you
probably
make that meme?
am on Twitter the most out of anybody in this house right now. So
It's true. But
it's unfortunate.
I was like, I'm not going to buy random stuff again. There's games on my wish list that are on sale, but I got a library. And then I was like, wait a minute. How much would it cost me to buy all the Dark Souls games and Sekiro on PC? Because it's on sale.
And you did it.
How much were it?
It was $80. I don't really know what the Dark Souls remastered cost because I already own the original version and they give you a discount to buy remastered.
How many games did you get?
I got
for 80,
4.
40.
Dark Souls 1 through 3 and
40.
Sekiro. Bloodborne's not on PC, unfortunately. So I just installed some of them and I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm going to play Dark Souls 3 because I never beat the DLC for that one because it came out like after I played and Dylan was saying it's good. So what did I do? Installed it, beat the first, I guess, the first 2 areas, the first 2 bosses, really, I guess, besides the tutorial already. So we're getting up there. And, dude, it's just as much fun as I remember.
Good, man. I'm glad to hear that.
Love those games. I wish more people around me played them. You know, you guys, you know.
When you talk about like Dungeons and Dragons, it reminds me of a game we might have already talked about. Did you guys ever play Gauntlet?
Yeah.
Did we talk about that on the show?
I don't know. Are you talking about like the original Gauntlet, like the arcade game?
Like the PS2 game?
I don't know. Maybe here or there. I've played like the arcade game, probably more.
Top-down hack and slash?
I think it's kind of isometric and also kind of top-down.
Well,
I can save 75% on Steam right now.
Gauntlet Legacy?
There's a bunch
Slayer
of Gauntlet
edition?
games.
This is it's a game like from 20.
This is from
almost 20 years
2014.
ago.
I mean, look.
I think this was like 2004.
Dog, I don't know what you talking about then.
Look, there's a lot of.
It's a good game. Maddie actually was like, "Oh my gosh, I used to play this. Oh my god, I can't believe it's happening. Where's that one?"
Oh my God,
So, just to say, there's again a ton of Gauntlet games.
Yeah, I don't know which one you're talking about. I've never played any of them anyway, so
Gauntlet Legacy.
I don't got anything to say about that.
So, original Gauntlet 1985, sequel 1986 Gauntlet 2, Gauntlet Third Encounter, Final Quest, Gauntlet 4, Gauntlet Legends in 98, Gauntlet Legacy.
That's the one I'm talking
Gauntlet
about.
7 Sorrows.
Dude, this game, I did a rec about it 6 months ago, maybe 7 months
from
ago.
1999.
And
PS.
so like the characters are like super like basic like D&D characters. There's like a wizard and there's a warrior and there's a like female
There's Amazon
wizard.
normally.
There's a witch but the things that they say, the lines of dialogue are so funny. Like the women are just say like whenever you pick up like an apple for health, it's like I like food. Do you remember that? You
Dude,
don't
I
remember
didn't
talking
play
about
this
that?
one.
Dude, I don't know what I have no idea. That's
I have
so
played,
bizarre though. So.
I have played the like arcade game Gauntlet.
You're not that guy.
They're really good. That game is really fun, and it's nostalgic for me because I remember playing it when I was super young. But it's a lot like Dark Alliance, both of them.
I guess maybe the newer ones are different, but you've never played the original arcade game. You're saying
I've only played the console version, Dark
So-
Legacy. I have it out there right now.
so maybe we'll play that. You know, but
It's kind of hard.
the original one when it came out on arcade, that was supposed to be like appealing to that type of crowd, right? They just had those like warrior, wizard, Valkyrie, and elf class or whatever quest. I don't know. And all of them played like pretty similar. Like you just launched ranged attacks, even if you were the warrior, you just threw axes. Yeah, but that game was like the cabinet for it. It was a 4-person arcade game. It was like the first one that had 4 spots, and it wasn't that much bigger than a regular one. So everyone had to crowd around and
like
play on the thing.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
There was a 4-player of that.
and it's a lot of fun. It's definitely like a quarter eater. But it's you just go and you just spam. There's like humongous waves of enemies, and you just rock them.
Akodo Ito.
And if we ever go to the circuit in Richmond,
Oh,
we
is it a
should all play it.
barcade?
Yeah.
This will be us going down there.
When I went to the circuit, I was like, who's trying to hop on Gauntlet? And I probably played for like 30
I wonder
minutes
how
to an
different
hour.
they look, like visually.
Oh, that's
in
dude,
visually.
This 1985 one
visually.
looks like butt cheeks, dude.
Oh, it's like 2D.
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
it's old.
Gauntlet Legacy is like shitty
PS2.
late PS1 graphics.
Yeah, they're not. It's not good looking either, but I just think it's interesting. It was a cool idea, and I think it's
Louder
fun
than
that they've
I
kept
thought it'd
that
be.
franchise going. But, you know, I don't know that I have any desire to go back and play it, other than like for us to maybe mess around, and play the PS2 one. It'd
Yeah,
be
it's
fun.
pretty fun.
Maybe get that on Steam. Do what
go on
Sean's been talking
Yeah, on
about.
Steam.
But
Let's go.
all right, that was a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like
You're not that guy.
I'm really loving these buttons. I like the new I like the new software.
I'm happy for you.
Anything else, Sean? You've been relatively quiet.
I've been tweeting over here a little bit.
Dude, you need to fucking chill. We're on the cast, bro. You're
I mean,
tweeting?
Dude, a part of me, and you can tell me if this is a bad idea. I want to almost like have his screen recorded and just have it on screen the whole time.
it's like whatever I'm doing over here.
Whatever he's doing.
No, so I was googling whether Baldur's Gate.
He
Dark
was looking
Alliance
at
came out.
Von Dutch hats for a
Dude,
second.
so no, somebody just
I was like, dude, cool. Like,
Dude,
you're
somebody was
busy.
like, have a whole case
I
of
was like,
You're not that guy.
we have a whole case of Von Dutch cans unopened at our office. The owner and I drink one together every like 2 years, and I was like, the fuck is a Von Dutch? I thought it was like a fucking
Von
Yeah,
Dutch
like,
is a clothing
dude-
company, right?
no, it was an energy drink.
Oh, really?
Dude,
Yeah.
I like zero
Do
idea.
you remember the
what-
Von Dutch t-shirts?
No, dude, I don't know. I've never seen this before in my life.
Dude, they were huge in the late 90s.
Well, anyway,
it's an energy drink.
it was an energy drink, and they have apparently
Gosh. I thought it was a clothing
$20 a can.
Boop.
Sorry, I mean, I kind of kind of came with those three topics, and
And then
Dude,
you're
you know
just
what
like
would be
done.
really cool? This would be
yeah,
a
I'm
lot
just
of
like,
work
yeah,
for me.
sign off at this point.
It'd be a lot of work for me, but like anytime Sean tweets during the recording,
Have
it's
it
just
pop
up with a time code.
Dude,
That'd be a lot of
I
fucking
really
work.
honestly sometimes wish they'd shut down this fucking website because it is my brain poison.
Yeah, I get
Hey
it.
man, I use Reddit too much, so I don't even post on Reddit. That's the worst part. I just lurk all day.
Oh
so-
yeah, dude, Lurk City.
I mean, I'm up to this 79.1K tweets.
I meant like 13K. I'm pretty sure. Maybe.
I've had the
14.
same account since 2009.
Yeah, me too.
Well, that's because you only save your tweets till you've got a banger.
You
know?
stupid.
You don't just throw anything out there.
Dude, I don't have many bangers.
Do you have it set to delete tweets?
Was that
No.
sarcasm?
I don't read half of his tweets. No,
I'm
I don't
sure
know
it
what
was
he said.
No,
fucking
he
sarcasm.
tweets all fucking day long, so it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It's just,
Well, you're saying
it's
you
a
only have
stream of-
7,000 and you've been doing.
No.
I mean, dude, the thing
he said
is
79,000.
Oh, I thought you said
79.1
Oh,
thousand.
I don't know how I misheard that.
No, dude, I hold the bangers,
Okay.
and then they don't get liked
Okay.
at all.
I thought you were saying you had like
He goes
8,000.
quantity over quality.
I was gonna say I thought you tweeted way more than that, dude.
Nope.
Okay, well,
yeah, no, I tweet way too much, and it's
He
unfortunate.
probably tweets, I don't know, anywhere from 20 to 50 times a day.
So Twitter used to let you download your archive, which you can still do, but they used to give you a HTML file that you could launch within your browser to browse your own tweets.
Yeah.
And there were months where it was just like you would see a bar graph of like your activity for the year and based off months, and some months would just be like fucking like stacked where I was going nuts. It was pretty embarrassing. I don't have any of those archives anymore, but
What's your most banger tweet? Do you know? Do you know which tweet has gotten
yes.
the most?
So there's an account called Top Tweet Spot where you can do what Favestar used to do. It makes a collection. And the most popular tweet I've ever tweeted was a picture of a cop in Dewey, Oklahoma, cop that had these silly arm tattoos and this hat on.
You're not that guy.
It got 40 retweets, 536 likes, and it's just a picture of the cop. And I used Snapchat to take a sticker of his hat and just made it way too big.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. Good for you, dude. 500. I've never had anything over, I think, like 150. I had like one that was like 130, I think.
This was the original. I mean,
And then the
his hat
original
looks
tweet.
so stupid. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
he looks ridiculous.
one of my top tweets, which I'm pretty happy about, was a Skyrim joke, and somebody was like, "Good morning, hype beasts. What the fuck is this?" And then I tweeted a picture of
I was gonna
Cicero's
say-
boots.
I was gonna say it's got to be Cicero.
So
That's fucking funny.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a shame that I'm
Dude, whatever.
addicted to this website, but
No, dude.
it's brain
you know,
poison.
Okay, that's great.
You know, we gotta all have our thing. You know, my thing is these buttons. You know, but
Jokester?
I think it's time for us to get the fuck out of here with this sound.
Yeah, I'm a little sweaty up in this bitch.
Yeah,
I'm
be
sweaty
hot.
in this bitch.
All right. Thanks for listening. Good chilling, guys. I want to go
Good
play
talk.
some more Dark Souls.
I'm gonna go play some Mario Jolf, and
Sean's gonna play Skyrim for like the 900th hour.
Sean's about to get a text. All right.
No, our notifications be turned off though.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Debuff is hosted by me, Steve Skeels, edited and mixed by Mason Carlton. Follow us on Instagram at DebuffPod. That's Debuff, P-O-D. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.